I think the main one is kind of figuring out if it's like definitely what you want to do. Obviously, because it's quite competitive and it can just be quite difficult to get jobs in general. So yeah, just making the decision to be like, I'm going to go all out with this and I'm going to commit. Another one is try and not fear rejection too much and run kind of headfirst into rejection so that it kind of starts to not bother you too much, and it doesn't completely impact your life if you get rejected from a job, as we all do. The third one I'd say is like work on your craft. I mean, anything anyone's passionate about or does, you've got to just keep wanting to get better, keep working on your skill, and yeah, so you can really make sure you're proud with your work. The fourth one is, I'd say follow your kind of reputation rather than the money, because I think sometimes people kind of start doing shoots that they don't necessarily want to do purely because they want the money. And I've definitely had a lot of stuff out there that I'm really not proud of. So yeah, I'd say make sure you really protect the image that you want to portray to the public, I guess. And make sure that paychecks can be tempting, but money will come around another way. A fifth one is build a community. It's really important to have friends around you and like building a community of creatives and making sure that you have people to work with. Sixth one is make your own work. I feel like making your own work is so important to just getting stuff out there and again, like putting forward the image that you want of yourself. Because I guess you are kind of like a product at the end of the day. 7 is make sure you know about money, like educating yourself on being self-employed, being able to do your taxes, saving, pensions, all the really boring stuff, investing, because it's so easy when you're self-employed, it's so easy to kind of get into a bit of a money hole and start using a credit card, and I've definitely been guilty of that. So yeah, just make sure you're educated on money and all the really boring stuff you don't want to do. Just do it. Third one is make sure that you kind of have a to-do list at the beginning of every day and you have like the easiest stuff at the top and you can get through it. So it kind of leaves you room at the end of the day to be able to work on the projects you really want to work on. And make sure you just kind of make time to do all your passions and your creative things. I'm trying to think of 2 more things now. 9 is, I'd say make sure you kind of stand your ground a bit as well, because there is this mentality that when you're an actor, you kind of have to sacrifice everything and you have to like, no matter what, the shoot must go on and the show must go on kind of mentality. But if it's at the risk of your health and safety or your mental health or someone's taking advantage of you, you must put your foot down and not think, well, it's just what I have to deal with, because that way, firstly, the industry is never going to change, and then also you're only going to hurt yourself and probably not get any kind of return from it. And 10th is go out and network, which is, I mean, easier said than done because networking is so difficult, but making sure that you kind of just turn up to everything like film festivals. You make sure you hang around in places like Picture House or sometimes Soho House as well, like just kind of, I guess, not always accessible to everyone, but places where you know a lot of film people are going to be, and making sure that you're just really personable and likable and you show up and you're professional. And yeah, I think those are my 10.